The sixth victim of the Shoreham air crash has been named as a 53-year-old health worker and aircraft enthusiast who had learned to fly at the airport. The family of Tony Brightwell, from Hove, said he was indulging his passion of watching planes and cycling before he died when the Hawker Hunter crashed. He gained his private pilot's license many years ago at Shoreham and regularly visited the airfield. He had hoped to take up flying again himself one day. His fiancee Lara said, "I watched him cycle off into the sun on his treasured ridgeback bike to watch the air show at Shoreham for a couple of hours, but he never came home." Mr. Brightwell was a healthcare manager for Sussex Partnership NHS and Brighton and Hove City Council and has left behind a heartbroken family. The sister of another man missing in the Shoreham air crash has said he will always be in her family's hearts and memories. Daniel Polito was in the same car as Matt Jones, who is known to have died when the Hawker Hunter plane crashed and exploded on the A27 in West Sussex. His sister Marina said on Facebook, "I know many people loved him and will miss him loads, but as long as we keep him in our hearts and memories, he will never really leave us. I miss you loads already, little, big bro. Keep making people smile." Sussex Police has not officially confirmed Mr. Polito is among the dead. Hearts and memories. The force has identified 11 people likely to have died and contacted their families. Ms. Polito said on Facebook that many people loved her brother and would miss him loads. "I would just like to say a massive thank you to everyone who has supported my family over the last few painful days," she said. "I'm overwhelmed by the kindness you have all shown. I know many people loved him and will miss him loads." The other man known to be missing is Mark Trussler, thought to have been riding his motorbike on the A27 when the plane crashed on Saturday. 5 other victims have also been named. Pilot Andy Hill failed to complete a loop maneuver immediately before the 1950s aircraft crashed. He remains in a critical but stable condition in an unnamed specialist hospital after initial treatment at the Royal Sussex in Brighton. The wreckage of the aeroplane has been taken to the Air Accidents Investigation Branch in Farnborough, Hampshire, with an interim report due to be published in due course. The A27 remains closed, but Highways England said the emergency services had handed the eastbound carriageway back to them and it was expected the westbound carriageway would be handed back later. A Highways England spokesman said it was likely to take 3 days to repair the road. No flowers. Sussex Police said the road was still being cleared on Friday to enable repairs and its partial reopening on Monday. Assistant Chief Constable Steve Barry said searches of land next to the A27 would continue for some weeks. But he said the eastbound A27 was expected to reopen fully with restricted access to Lancing College, and one lane on the westbound carriageway would reopen, with the search area screened off. A 40 mph speed limit will be in place, along with restrictions on cyclists, horse riders and pedestrians. Nearby footpaths will remain closed, and there will not be general access to the airport from the A27, although local businesses will have access. He added, "I understand that people would like to go to the road to pay their respects, but this is still an active search and investigation scene, and with road safety concerns and sensitive work being carried out, it is not possible." This weekend there are a number of memorial events and I would encourage people to attend these. Under no circumstances should people try to access the A27 in order to leave any flowers at the scene. The force has also thanked local people for their support after emergency teams received an overwhelming number of food donations for the hundreds of officers involved in the investigation. "While we appreciate the support, we ask that if you still want to donate food, please take it to one of the local food banks," Mr. Barry said. The Shoreham community has donated more than £15,000 to an online appeal to help the families of those affected.